Well, hello everybody. Good Turn Daily here. Um, just got done watching SK's uh, his YouTube, and you guys have done some fantastic wands out there. And I've been making a couple myself. I just haven't published them or anything like that, and I thought, I haven't done a live in a long time. So what the heck? We'll give her a shot, and whoever's bored out there, more than welcome to join me. Matter of fact, I'll just put the link in the chat. Well, hey Doug, how are you, sir? Doug, you did some really nice wands. Saw that on SK's. I thought, what the heck, I'd make a couple on here. Yes, I am barefoot. Well, not barefoot, but I like to turn usually barefoot, but right now I have my sandals on, so. So, nice and easy. This is just a pine dowel. I have been doing oak, and I actually did something that was kind of cool with the oak. So I made it look like zebra wood. Basically what I did was do my wand, spray painted the whole thing, and then came back and just sanded everything off, and the paint still is hanging out in where some of the sapwood is, and then there we go. And these are about a foot long, maybe a little under a foot. And let's see, there's another one that I did out of pine. And just some sparkles on there. No worries, Doug. Thanks for popping in. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry you're working on a Sunday, though. That's not cool. Try to get that as much in the center as possible. Hi, Effie. Thanks for popping in. Hope everything's going well for you. It's not too bad. Maybe just a little. Can't move it too much, because once I get that point in there, it leaves that divot, and let's see. Yeah, you know what? That's got to be close enough. I'm not going to do much more of that, so. So, got my protection on. don't know if you guys can see it better this way or that way. I'll probably just leave that off. Radio. So, challenge was do it with a skew. Okay, I'll do it with the skew. Nice and sharp. So, the way I do it is I get right on the end here, and since the end is going to be a bead, mark that, and I can just start my bead now. And here's the other end of the bead. Okay. And then my handle, I will do that right to there. And we'll do another start of the bead on that. I don't know, a lot of people are afraid of using the skew. It's actually one of my favorite tools. Okay, so this part here, this is gonna be my high point, and then we're gonna smooth it down into here, smooth it down into here. So I just start putting that on the bevel and moving that right down. See how that comes off just nice and smooth? Don't want to get too thin down in the bottom. Now here's the hard part for me, is I have to switch hands. Come back to the center. Now I know a lot of people say that you should be using the heel. I don't like to do that. I like to use the top, just because it gives me that little extra. And you can just feel that. Just switch hands again. And
Just kind of smooth that out. Okay, good. And you can see just these little bitty fibers that are coming off. This is actually going to be really smooth, right? They almost won't even have to use any sandpaper on this. So it's really nice and smooth. I've got just a little tear out here. I don't know how that happened. Gonna have to go a little bit deeper into that to get rid of that. That's too bad. But that's kind of the nature of pine. It's so soft. Then just ever so slightly take that down. And I think that's gone. Still just a little right there, but very not noticeable. And then I put just a little crevice where the end of that bead is. That's nice. But the reason for the crevice so we have a real nice thin piece of walnut, and you can see where I've already done this. Walnut is fantastic for doing burnings, so if I just put that right on there. There we go. And then do that end. And that just gives it a little definition. And then let's put one where this bead is too. Well, hi Barry. Welcome. Thanks for popping in. So this one, I have been just kind of keeping them nice and straight, and you know, just more or less doing the handles. Maybe let's do a little unevenness. I saw one of the wands that you guys were doing on Steve's YouTube just a little bit ago, and I kind of liked it. Had some kind of waves in the wand, and so let's work on doing that. And let's get that sticker off of there. And this is actually just a dowel that I ended up buying at Walmart. And Walmart, I think I think by far has been the cheapest that I found their dowels in their craft section. I think this whole dowel was 79 cents, and I should be able to get 3 wands out of this. So now one thing I do like is to have kind of a cone shape starting from here and then do whatever down this way, right? I think it just kind of adds to the wand. You know, I was thinking, I was wondering how fast I could turn one of these wands. And I know it's not a big challenge, but you know, time is money. And I thought, well, what the heck? Let's see how fast I can from start to finish. And I mean, finish is, you know, do the embellishments and stuff like that. Um, it I can actually do a very decent wand in probably um, it, it was about 15 minutes, and so that's not too bad. And that's just me tearing through and sanding really quick. And okay, now you notice that it was starting to get that harmonic on there, and that's because I'm not using the tip. I'm using more of this blade here. Um, and I want to, the more that you come down on the blade, the more it's going to act like a sander, and so it makes your wood smoother. As you use your tip, that's more, you're cutting in. And you can, well, I just lost it, but there's nice, comes off little nice curlicues when you use the tip. Now, some folks, they like to use the bottom. I'm not a big fan of using the bottom because I end up losing more pressure if I get my tip and I'm at a 45 and I'm using my body and moving. I get that pressure on there and it just takes it right away. So we're going to do just a little almost like you're doing beads, but it's just going to be nice and uneven. So it's kind of like maybe a willow. And I think the smaller that you do the waves, the better it's going to look. If you leave a longer wave, it's not going to. So I've got my bumps going through here. Hey Gerard, welcome. Maybe we'll put just a small bead in the middle of it. Just an accent almost. There we go. Okay. And then we need to work on this end piece. And it does come off really fast if you're not looking to do any style or anything like that. You can take it down. There we go. And I am trying to do this really rough just because it doesn't need to be totally smooth. It just gives it a little bit of accent. Now the end part, I do like to keep nice and round. I don't like it pointy because if the child's going to have this, you know they're going to be poking brother and sister, and you know you don't want to have them stabbing somebody. So keep it nice and round. So I need to step off for just a minute because this is getting a little dull. Let me do a little sharpen on it. That's better. So let's finish this bead. Okay, so now we just need to bring down this top part, make it a little bit, just a hair smaller. Nice, nice. And then just blend that in a little bit. There we go. You know, it's funny, as I sit here and do these, like a tutorial, I feel like Bob Ross. You know, let's do a happy little cove here. Let's do a happy little tree. We're going to make just a little indent in here. Maybe just another little one in here. Just so it's not so totally smooth. There we go. So, I'm not liking that bead too much. Now you can see that's flexing, so I need to be really careful on that. Alright, so you know there's always need to do a little bit more, a little bit more. Well, thanks, Barry. I'm going to stop with the cutting on that and do a little sanding. Because you know, you always a little bit more, you end up getting in trouble and then something snaps and alrighty. Some little witch or little warlock will enjoy this, I'm sure. Nice. Okay. So I like doing this, do a little burnish on it. And you see how it makes it all nice and shiny. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. uh, that's funny. Gerard, I usually do about foot sections. It just ends up looking real nice, and um, if you want to do them smaller, you can. I know Chris from Bailey Works. He just did one that was about the size of a cell phone, and it was really cool. He did a great job on it. And so this is my own mixture of mineral oil, beeswax, and this one is peppermint oil and diatomaceous earth. And so let me tell you, I made that a couple of years ago, and I think I have made enough that will carry me for like 20 years, unless I start giving it out and all of that stuff. But it's like Yorkshire grit or axe. That's what I was thinking. Axe wood polish. I like the axe a lot. I just actually ran out of it, and I thought, well, I probably should start using the one I've got. Hey, Lawrence. How's it going, sir? Okay. So now I've got that on there. I'm going to add just a little highlight because I do like, rather than keep it just simple like this, it's going to burn inside of there though, hopefully. Well, just gives it a little accent. Not to mention, I love the smell of the walnut. So what I've been doing, and I like it, is just some metallics. And just a little bit of paper. and just a dab, just enough on there. And I use my tool rest just so I can put my hand on there and just right on that bead. And then on the bottom one, this is a copper color. I don't know if the camera is good enough to show that, but trying not to get it on the other section. Because we want to keep that clear as possible. And whoops. That's what I get. Well, you know what? Let's try something here. Let's just do this whole thing copper and see how it turns out. Ah, Doug.
Hey, Blair.
Hey, Doug.
How are you, man?
How goes it?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Oh, not too bad.
Good.
Today happens to be my birthday, and I'm
Hey.
just living the dream.
Well, happy birthday.
Well, thank you. It being 35 again. I've been doing that for the past I don't know, 10 years.
Yeah.
But
I thought I saw your age on Facebook there this morning.
don't tell anybody. Shh.
Yeah, if you mess up, it tells everybody.
Oh well. Yeah, I saw your wands that you did. I guess SK posted that this morning.
Yeah,
Some of those wands are fantastic.
they are. Some of them are great. I
Well,
tell you what.
I say some of them, but all of them are. Really, they are. They did such a good job.
It's interesting to me how simplistic they are, but yet they can be very extravagant when you work on them. And when you do them with a skew, that just ups the level.
Right? No, I don't understand why people are so afraid of using the skew. I like it.
Uh, when I was turning back in high school, um, somebody had to pedal the lathe. But yeah, I learned with a skew, and it wasn't bad. Um, I'm kind of like you. I don't understand, except that we hear how bad they are, how many catches you get with them, and if you don't practice with it, it's like anything else. It's tough to use. Uh, get the practice. Somebody said in Robos this morning, you practice with it a little bit, you get comfortable with it, and you get where you don't even have to think about it.
Yeah, that's true. It's just where your cutting is. And Robbo, I was on Jay's live the other night, and we were doing some wands, and he's trying to get me to cut on that bottom section of the skew. That's just not my gig. I get more cut out of the top portion of it, and I know how to manipulate it better than on that bottom section.
That's conventional wisdom to use the bottom third. But I haven't seen you use it. I just walked in and was able to get on. So I haven't seen you use it. But yeah, there's people that do all kinds of things backwards.
Yeah, you just get comfortable with what you do, and
right. I think it was Mark about a month ago shared a video of a guy in Germany that turned a paper thin bowl. and used the left wing on the inside. Yeah, the lathe was spinning at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and he had it down what most of us would call thin. But then he took the left wing of that bowl gouge and went around that the inside one more time, and he attacked it with the left wing. He didn't ease into it; he attacked it and cut it down. I don't know how thin that bowl was, but if it was 2 millimeters, I'd be surprised. It was probably closer to 1.
Wow.
It was thin, and that was
You know,
top to bottom.
my home club, about a year ago, there was a guy that came in and he did that too with a bull. And I mean, you know, having the light shine through it, and I'm just going, that ain't me. Not yet.
Oh, that's funny.
Those
Yeah,
people that do
it's
that,
all
wow.
practice.
Yeah, you know, and that's probably their life. That's what they do all day long, and you know,
Right. Yeah, this guy was known for paper thin bowls and stuff, so it worked out.
I have done like martini glasses that were really, really thin. I've done a mushroom that was pretty thin, but not a bowl.
Right. Your martini glass, the little straighter walls, that's a little easier. Those curved walls, you start trying to match an inside to an outside and get it thin, it's tough.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Barry. Appreciate that. So, what's the next challenge, or does anybody know?
Wayne's got he challenged folks yesterday, Friday, I guess it was. Turn out a bowl or even a box, hollow it out, no drill bits allowed. So you hollow it out with your turning tools.
Okay.
He said that, and I thought, that's not a challenge. That's what I do all the time. I never drill them out.
I was going to say, give me a little carbide, and
Don't even need that. A bowl gouge, man.
well, that's true. I do like the carbides though when I'm doing more hollowing. It just, you know, as a scraper, it's great.
Yeah. Yeah, you get down thin, you can turn that thing up on edge a little bit.
Yeah.
It'll take it out real nice.
And let's see here. Get my ugly mug off of here. Oops, not that one. There we go. So I like that copper on there, doing that whole section copper. Matter of fact, maybe what I'll do is I'll do some notches down there and then burn in the notches. What do you think?
Sure. Burn lines always look good in a handle.
Sorry, what was that?
Burn lines always look good in a handle.
I agree. I actually have, I guess it was a trench knife or something like that, you know, big, I call it my pig sticker, but it has the exact same handle like this, and it does have those lines in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, glasses back on. So let's do center first. Cool. That'll work.
What did you do your coloring with, Blair?
Sorry, what was that?
What did you do your coloring with?
So it is a. There we go. Came from Deco Art. It's metallics.
Okay, so it's a paint.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just a. Let's see. I'm getting up to date today, writing envelope and sending stickers. Woohoo! Cool. Actually, Gerard, yes. I've got some stickers too. I'll send you one. Get back with me or instant message me or messenger your address, and I'll send you one as well. That'd be great.
You brought that up. Anybody like to sticker swap with me? The same thing. If you want to message me, and I'll be glad to swap with you.
Doug, I don't think I got one from you either.
Probably not. Send me your address.
All right.
Either Facebook or Instagram, Messenger, either one works fine.
That's my board. And hi, Rob. How the heck are you, buddy?
Rob.
There we go.
I don't guess I've said hello myself. Lawrence and Gerard and Barry, all you guys that have said hello to me, thank you. How do you all?
I need to. This piece is just a little too thick, so. Let's try this again. Well, didn't really get down in there and burn the way that I want it to, so let's try a different way. Maybe that will work better.
You might even try a clean area of your masonite there.
Sorry, say that again.
Sometimes whatever you're burning with, whether it's masonite or wire even, if it gets some soot built up on it, it doesn't want to burn for some reason. So you might try a clean section.
Yeah. I'm going to try the wire See what happens with that. That's a little better.
Good deal.
That'll do the job nicely. All right, so I'm going to do just a little bit of sparkle. If you go to Facebook, Gerard, my name is Blair Denny, or Good Turn Daily. You should be able to find me there too. But Denney.
Rob, you're exactly right. You got to wait until you see the smoke. And even then, sometimes you got to kind of look on the underside and make sure you got a dark line under there.
Sorry, Doug, didn't catch that.
I was just responding to Rob. He said, I think you have to wait until smoke. And I was just saying, yes, you do. Without the smoke, you don't have any burn.
That's true.
I have found from time to time I got smoke and don't have a dark line yet. So I kind of look to the bottom side of what I'm trying to put a line on and make sure there's a dark line there.
We'll let that dry. I'm going to turn that on. Maybe that will. And I'll turn this up. 1, 2. There we go. Ooh, it's getting warm in the old garage. We've just about hit 90.
Wow.
But hey, it's a dry heat. It's not like I'm in Florida or anything. So.
Or the Ohio Valley like I am.
Oh, yeah.
You might as well be in Florida half the time.
And I don't know how people hang out on the East Coast. I just don't. I mean, between hurricanes, tornadoes, and the humidity.
Yeah. You kind of sort of get used to it. I don't know. It's tough sometimes.
What part of Ohio?
Well, I'm in Kentucky, but I'm right up on the Ohio River, just south of Cincinnati.
Okay. I've got a son that lives in Cincinnati, and he loves it.
Yeah, you have to learn how to deal with the humidity. It's like anywhere where there's heat and humidity. You go do what you got to do, then you go in and you sit in the air conditioning.
Right. Yeah, I agree, Lawrence. I always turn mine up as just about as fast as it'll go, and just a little bit of pressure. I don't like putting a lot of pressure on my work because you never know what's going to happen. It's going to push out of the clamp, or So I'll let speed do the work.
If you're using, well, anything you're using to burn a line, if it's too aggressive, you can actually cut your way into your wood.
Yeah.
I've made a lot of grooves a whole lot deeper than I started them with.
Yeah.
Just putting too much pressure.
Yeah. It's too hot in Newcastle. It doesn't get hot in Ireland. Give me a break.
Oh, golly. For us, it would be the equivalent of about 65. They're saying, "Oh, it's getting hot. It's getting hot." We're still pulling on jackets and sweaters.
Right. It still kills me. I lived in Los Angeles for a while, and the people that it gets below 60 and they're just traumatized.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Gotta bring my animals in. It's good. They're gonna freeze. I don't think so.
No. It's interesting here. Drive through the countryside in the winter when there's snow on the ground, and the people who have horses and cattle, they're all out there, and they seem to love it. Most dogs love it when it gets down with snow on the ground.
Mm. Well, and unfortunately, I am not one of those people that enjoy snow. For living in Utah, I kind of live in the wrong state, but I get at least 3 seasons, of relative warm, and then it gets cold. But we maybe past 3 years we haven't really had anything of winter. We have had such small snowfall, and
yeah,
but we need it. We're starting to get into a drought.
We're not drought condition, but we haven't had a lot of snow here for a number of years. In fact, we've not had much cold here. I guess this past winter and probably at least 2 more, if not 3 more before that, we didn't get any time below zero really. Maybe an hour or 2, but that's it.
Wow. We very rarely get below zero. I mean, even the whole time I've lived here, maybe 3-4 times that I can even recall.
We got below zero the first 2 or 3 years that we lived here. Even spent 36 to 48 hours below zero. But we haven't the last few years. In fact, this last year, I think we hit zero one night maybe. And that was only for an hour or 2.
Wow.
So, yeah, we're having bugs like crazy. And
yeah, you guys have the cicadas, right?
We did. Yeah, they come and go. They're only about 2 weeks worth, maybe 3. Very short life cycle.
Yeah, I heard that they were having like a double this year because I guess there's like 3 different breeds of cicadas, and 2 of them came out all at the same time, and I don't
know. It was. I know it was bad in places, and other places it wasn't bad at all. We did not have a bad deal with them at all. We heard them bad for about 4 or 5 nights, but other than that, it wasn't bad here at all.
Good. Those things drive me nuts with their little screech or whatever they do.
Yeah, they can be loud.
Oof.
Now, we did have a lot of people around trying to take advantage. People who fish love them. They're supposed to be great bait. And then some of the candy makers around were trying to collect them so they could dip them in chocolate.
Oh, that just sounds so wrong.
It is. It is. I guess if I was desperate, it'd be one thing, but Lawrence, you're right.
This
Put it
is
on the burner. It'll burn.
this is what I use for just finishing.
There you go.
It's a triple coat from Krylon, and it takes almost nothing on there. Turn the speed way down. And then just let it rotate for a little while. So I have had crickets chocolate that were chocolate dipped. I've had ants. But those cicadas, those are big enough that I don't think so.
And they're so ugly.
All right.
Big orange eyes.
Ugh.
Yeah, they're ugly. That finish you're using, is that an acrylic?
It is. Yeah.
That's a good one. I've used some of that before. It's good stuff.
I've used, the what is it? The Rust-Oleum clear coats. I've used Varathane, and I just like this stuff. It does the job. It's maybe just a teeny bit more expensive than the other stuff. The Varathane is just drop dead expensive, and yeah, I won't be buying that stuff anymore. But yeah, this does a great job. So there it is. That is my wand for the wand challenge using the skew. Think we'll call it a day.
Looks pretty good from here.
Oh, thank you so much. Just kind of a basic little wand.
Yeah.
I do. Have you used any of that? What is it? Josana? Just
The Joe Sonia paints?
Josanya. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't got any of that stuff. I need to try some of that.
Trying to think. I think I got mine on Amazon. I just got the little sample pack.
Yeah.
It's got, 6 colors, I guess. Comes in a little plastic box. Nothing special. And they're little tiny samples, but I've used them a lot. I've done 4 or 5 pieces, 6 pieces maybe. I know I've done 5, and maybe 6. And I've still got loads of it.
Okay.
You don't use much, and if you thin it with if you go get some flow medium to thin it down a little bit,
yeah,
that makes it go even further.
Well, maybe I'll hop on Amazon and give it a shot.
Yeah, when I get more, I'm going to get the larger bottles. Same for the intrinsic colors. I got the little sample kit of the intrinsic colors, and those bottles are tiny. They're 1.5 or 2 ounce bottles. I think they're tiny, but there again, I've used them several times. I've got loads of dye still.
See, my dye. Oh, and by the way, thank you, Rob. I appreciate that. The dye that I use is clothing dye, and I initially got the. Thank you, Lawrence. I got the dye that has water in it, and I just mainly because I wanted the bottles, but left the lids open, and it took like about 2 weeks, and all of the water just kind of went away, and then I put mineral spirits in with it,
Ah,
and they come out just fantastic.
wow. I never would have thought of putting mineral spirits in there.
Yeah, it's just that is really gross. Rob said there was a posh restaurant in England serving live ants on a piece of lettuce. Crazy people.
No, thank you.
You know what? One of the things that we have here, we have a season, and it's about 2 weeks. We get these flying black ants that, no kidding, they're about that big, and that's for fly fishermen. Um, Black ant season just knocks them dead.
I bet. I was fishing in a little private pond using a fly rod, trying to catch bluegill. I had a little ant fly,
Mm-hmm.
and I was done for the day. Threw in just for the sake of throwing in one last time, and I caught about about a 10-inch largemouth. And on that fly rod, that was exciting.
Oh, I bet.
It was a blast.
Jeez.
He wasn't very big, but he fought like the Dickens.
God. Yeah, I like fly fishing, but I don't. I can't tell you how many times I've whipped that thing and then there goes my fly.
Oh yeah.
You just have to get it just right. Otherwise, that thing just goes bye-bye. And that's
Yep.
$2. Bye-bye.
Oh, absolutely, or more.
Jeez.
That's why most fly fishermen tie their own.
Yeah,
Cheaper that way.
for sure.
Mm.
All right. Well, I'm going to call it a day, or at least because it is like 90 degrees in my garage. Rob,
So sorry, I'm in the air conditioning.
well, I'm just grateful I've got a place to do all of this.
There you go.
I mean, for years and years, I've wanted to do woodworking and stuff like that, and now I finally have a place to do it. And so I'm not going to complain too much, but
There
it's
you
hot.
go. Perfect.
Gerard, thanks for popping in. Lawrence, thanks for popping in. Effie, I don't know if you're still out there. Thanks for coming in. And Doug, thanks for popping in. It's good to see you.
Absolutely. Good to see you. Good to see all you guys in the chat.
Sorry you had to work on Sunday, though.
Sunday is work day for me. When you're a pastor, that's your busy day.
Oh, that ain't work.
Yeah, I know. That's what everybody says.
Okay, you have to do your lesson, or that takes a little bit of work, but you do that throughout the week, and then.
But then the delivery on Sunday morning and the emotional drain that takes on it's a lot harder than most people think.
Yeah.
I do love it though.
I get you. The church I go to, we still have to teach youth, and trying to teach youth is like herding cats.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh man. All righty. Well, have a good Sunday, everybody. Thanks a lot. If it's Monday for you, no, everybody's over in the UK. It's still Sunday. So. All right. Thanks again, guys.
All right. We'll see everybody later. Bye.
See ya.